Pisces, good morning. Welcome to this general sun, moon, rising reading. Let's see what the universe in general terms wants you to know. Let's see what's going on with you. What is going on? You have the Four of Cups. There's some decisions making here. There's some kind of proposal your way, coming your way. All right. An invitation. I'm getting a change of perspective on this with this Four of Cups. There's been a lack of interest, that's for sure. There's a relationship here, and for some of you, more than one relationship here that's stagnated. You're in the emotional decision making process of releasing things that have been holding you back, both emotionally, practically, and monetarily. In other words, you could have been in a job that was going nowhere, no hope of prospects, no hope of promotion, no wage rises. It's very intermittent when you do get them. But there's something here that you're giving up here, and you are on the move. You feel you've been emotionally stagnated for a long time here. Okay. There has been here a relationship that is in constant rebound. It's kind of like a very in and out energy. This person you're dealing with, there's been a lack of commitment here. And there's also a loss of interest. Ooh, what is the challenge? Five of Cups, putting past hurts behind you. I'm seeing communication coming in. I'm seeing somebody trying to reconnect with you, but with a very, very different approach, with a very different attitude. Okay, I'm getting here. It's kind of taken you by surprise. I'm getting here. There is distance involved. But whatever lifestyle you have been leading, it's changing very quickly. You're becoming much more emotionally certain of yourself. You're narrowing down, decluttering emotional content, so to speak. Dear, excuse me. And what I mean by that is you're decluttering. You're getting rid of old emotions. Maybe you've been clinging to them. Okay. But this is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And it's basically giving up. You've lost interest in something here. Talking about Scorpio energy, there you go. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, or certainly with somebody of that energy. There's a very much big change in attitude. There's this energy of reinvigorating a relationship of some kind here. Could even be a working relationship, okay? A lot of emotions involved, but that doesn't mean it can't be in a work environment. Scorpio energy, I'm getting here to this person. Oh, this will hardly be you, because this is the underlying energy. This is the hidden energy. There's certain plans here that you are hoping that will come to fulfillment by the end of the year. So there's very slow approach. There's some kind of proposal here. It does give you clarification and enables you to make an emotional decision. Whoa. Well, that's what they're hoping anyway. You, however, the challenge is there's something here about your past you can't, well, at the moment, you can't or won't let go of. You feel there's somebody needs to answer for their actions. There was a third party involvement. This could have been due to marriage, work, children, mother, father, sister, brother. There's just a third party energy that was causing a wedge between you and this person. There was a lot of conflict. Okay. But eventually things calming down. In other words, you moved on from all this. All right, I'm kind of getting there was a loss of communication here. Oh, somebody was resisting you, then they come bounding in unannounced. Ooh, in work here, Just going off at a tangent, there's an opportunity here, and it could mean, well, what I'm getting is, for a lot of you, it means travel, perhaps relocation, but it means a separation, perhaps from loved ones. There's a new lifestyle beckoning here, but it means a separation. There's limitations to this at the moment. I'm seeing some of you booking a holiday with a view to see how you feel. So here you're either getting away from somebody or going towards somebody with the hope that you can figure things out for yourself. You're not letting anybody else persuade you. Wow. Oh dear. Dear, bit of pollen, sorry. My nose is running. Do excuse me. Oh, oh, pollen's getting the better of me this morning. Devil energy, Capricorn energy. Ooh. So you've got Scorpio energy, Capricorn energy. Inhibitions, inhibited. Oh, there is a lot of hope about this reconnection. I'm kind of getting it's a bit of both of you, but there's this kind of overcoming doubts. Some of those doubts are on your side because you've got a very, very slow approach. It's kind of like you're keeping your emotional and spiritual distance from this person until you figure out more. Okay, you are kind of hoping that there's a lot of challenges between you and this person. All right. They want a fresh start. They feel they're taking a risk. It's like they're holding back on getting too involved. You're kind of mirroring each other. You're both holding back on getting involved because of distance and obligations elsewhere and because of other people involved. But it's like you're trying to maintain your freedom while you are much more certain on whether to follow this through or not. I'm getting here, you're in the energy of being very grounded. They are kind of a bit more frivolous. I'm seeing communication coming in and a conversation, at least the energy of a conversation taking place on the changes that you want. Wow, you've got King of Wands now. In work, I'm getting there as an opportunity here for you to better yourself. I'm getting a lot of you want to work on your own, under your own rules. The King of Wands is if you knuckle down. There's certainly the enthusiasm, certainly the drive. You could be having to move locations, okay, in work. I'm getting here a recoup of finances. You've perhaps been a bit frivolous in the past with finances, too generous. Okay. But I'm seeing recouping those finances. I'm seeing an opportunity for you to take on a new job. If you want to borrow some money, I can see that being successful. I can see you not just jumping into it though and just borrowing off anybody. You're doing your research on interest rates and stuff. But this fresh start, your attitude towards this fresh start in your life, whether it's with work, okay, or relationships, you are no longer going to be held back. Okay, you're no longer going to be somebody else's puppet. You are no longer going to be at somebody else's beck and call. This is your drive. This is you're getting in control. You're not letting anybody control you. You're putting past hurts behind you. Okay. You are moving on and you are communicating much more positively. You're thinking much more positively on getting going forward. Excuse me, my nose is running again. Yeah, moving on. I'm getting this moving on from all this emotional disturbance, this feeling trapped. You're unsticking yourself. So whether you've been in a job that's going nowhere, you're unsticking yourself. Whether you've been in a relationship and people have been manipulating you, you're moving on. Whether you finances, you've invested some money or believed in somebody and got no returns, you're moving on. I like it. Putting the past behind you. You realise that the past is closed. You're taking on an entirely, well, some people would say to you, and new done today, say, I never knew you had that in you, Pisces. Where's that come from? But I'm picking up a great opportunity. That things are very, very different. Relationships wise, there's something here that you're very cagey about because it's so inhibited. You haven't got much faith in it, you're not holding much hope. But either way, that will enable you to make a decision. Maybe you will investigate it further. All right. I'm picking up an opportunity for a nice job offer there. If you're moving out and working on your own or want to work on your own, create your own business, I'm seeing that being successful, but I'm seeing patience is the right way to go. It's taking small steps. Whoever this is you're dealing with on a personal level, there's a lot of nervousness. Okay. But it's kind of like on decision making, it's kind of like with you to be continued. Interesting. I'm going to name this video that. To be continued. That's it for now. Bye bye.